Oh my goodness, the Chinese have done what it took us hour hours, what it took us years to do in only a few months, and they did it at a fraction of the cost, right? Well, the folks at Stanford did the same thing, and now this is beginning to be referred to as small language models. We know LLMs, they're large language models, and the reason that the DeepSeek work and the Stanford work is being referred to as small language models is because these models don't have as much reasoning built into them. They're not as full featured, but they're really handy. And I foresee easily a future, a near-term future in which, for example, WWDC from Apple is June of this year. They've already booked the dates. We already know when the keynote is going to be. Is it time now for Apple to say to the world, you can put your small language models on our iPhones? We know the hardware is fully capable. And what happens when we start walking around with GPT models in our pockets, right? That opens up a world of opportunity. And that's certainly one of the things that I pulled out from the report is that these models are getting cheaper to develop. They're getting cheaper to modularize, and they're getting cheaper in terms of compute as well. So the large language models will continue to be there, and they will continue to be full featured and incredibly amazing when it comes to generating results. But these small language models are becoming more and more accessible every day. In fact, Gail Pooley last week on the show referenced a number of these small language models. Now, that's not a phrase I've heard catch on too much, but a phrase I have heard catch on is agentic AI, right? And you and Ron are using this phrase as well. This was also in the report. Agentic AI is absolutely, in my mind now, a trend to watch. You can think of agentic AI as autonomous decision making. I like to refer to it as business workflow on steroids. So this is an AI engine like a ChatGPT being given the ability to make independent decisions based on the data that it has. Instead of you prompting it for things, instead of you continuously having a conversation with it, you say, I want to, and this is a lame example, but you can say, I want to make dinner tonight, and this is what I want to make for dinner. Can you find the recipe? Well, we know today that ChatGPT can do that for you. But an agent would say, okay, cool. I found a recipe. I've ordered the ingredients from Instacart, and they will be at your house in 30 minutes. That's business workflow on steroids. That's agentic AI. And I see there's a phrase inside of the report, the middle office is melting.